What is going on, everybody? We are back again with another live video. Sincerely apologize for yesterday and last night, for connection just wasn't that great and would not allow me to do a live video, but we're back at it again, and this video will be posted on YouTube. So if you're catching the replay, you are just as awesome, or if you're catching it on YouTube, hey, don't forget to subscribe. Keep posting comments, keep posting your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. So we got Fitness and Freedom Friday. We got one video right now, and we got one video later on tonight, the normal time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So one of the most and biggest questions that I keep stumbling upon is, we're all different. Physical, of course, without a doubt. We all comes in different shapes and sizes, you know, different muscular types, muscular connections, bone connections, and obviously spiritual connections and spiritual beliefs and all that. What's going on, Christine? How are you? Right? But in actuality, when you really think about it, each spiritual practice have these three underlying principles that really we're not all that different. So we'll send out a couple invites real quick, and then we'll get right on into it. So this is very important when, you know, we're really not that different to begin with. Really not that different. So get comfy, and we'll dive right on into the content. We'll dive right in and say hello, what's going on, what's up, where are you tuning in from, and we'll get right on going. So, no matter what spiritual practice, so set your spiritual practice aside for just a second. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Buddhist, you're Hinduist, whether you're Pagan, it doesn't really matter. Catholic, whatever it is, Witch, Viking, Norse, Nordic, it doesn't really matter. So just set it all aside for 1 second. So these three underlying principles, each practice comes together. Number one is that when you're not on your path, we all have a spiritual body, we all have a physical body. When our bodies do not match and we're off our path, off destiny, if you will, we're going to be misguided. And there will be consequences for being misguided, for going down a left turn. Not quote unquote the right turn, but there will be a consequence going down the off-beaten path. So that consequence could be loss of energy, could be losing of relationships, could be, you know, different career path, or it could be very, very drastic. Could be very drastic, but just know that there will be a consequence. Just because it's a consequence does not mean that it's negative. It just means there's going to be a repercussion for misguiding your energy and misguiding your spirit. Principle number two, as is with life and everyone's unique journey, we are going to go through a series of trials. Now with these trials, right, it's going to test your allegiance to your divine plan, to your spirit, to your destiny, if you will. We all have a roadmap. Previously, prior to being in these physical vessels, in these physical bodies, we were all given a roadmap that we were going to follow. Right? So we are going to be tested day in, day out until we learn the lessons behind each one of these trials. So these trials could be as simple as, you know, you just got out of a relationship, right? Maybe it was brutal, maybe it wasn't. And then that person comes back to you, keeps trying to come back to you, right? That's universe and sources point in saying, like, are you going to go back with this person, or did you learn the lesson behind it and finally say no, let go of that person fully, and you can move on and bring something better, right? It can be relationships, it could be loss of money, gain of money, loss of worldly power, losing a family member, right? Witnessing something that is very drastic. So you're going to be going through a series of trials. Now, bear in mind, your trials are unique to you, right? Meaning that only you, no matter how drastic they are, they're unique to you, and only you can get through them. I mean, a lot of us say, why does this happen to me? Why, you know, why not the other person? You know, I was guilty of it. I was blaming source, blaming all this for, like, what happened to my brother, committed suicide, you know, thinking all was well and done. All was well and great until the carpet was ripped out from under my feet. And that was just part of my trials that I had to go through. So just know you will have some trials that you're going to go through, and they're going to keep showing up until you learn the lessons behind them, and then they'll show up every once in a while, and then none at all. So the third underlying principle, in which we're not really that different, between all spiritual practices is that in order to reclaim your power, reclaim your energy, and keep going along your path, is that you're going to have to, it's a must, to let go of your past, what happened previously for you, right? It doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So you're going to have to let go of that past, make peace with it, right? Because you can't live in the past, the present at the same time, or even in the future at the same time. Oh, we gotta be, woo! Oh man. Oh man, oh man. This guy freaked me out. Freaked me out. Oh. Right? So you can't live in the past, the present, and the future at the same time. So you have to make peace with both of them, which leads me to cleansing your body, cleansing your aura, cleansing your didn't serve you before, cleansing your spirit of what didn't serve you before, and returning to the present moment. So if you think about those three underlying principles, we're really, whether it's pagan, whether it's witch, whether it's shaman, whether it's Christian, whether it's Buddhist, whether it's Hinduist, whether it doesn't really matter, right? We're all trying to achieve a better state of being or enlightenment, if you will, and teach others how to do the same. You know, not shoving what we believe down other people's throats, but really just coming together as, you know, one community, one being, and just sharing the love and sharing what we've got. So if we really think about it, we're really not that different. Whether you believe in Christ, Buddha, or you're just a run-of-the-mill Saint, run-of-the-mill Joe, it doesn't matter, right? But with those three underlying principles, all spiritual practices are essentially the same, with just a little bit different stories, different gods, different ways of praying and, you know, meditation. We're really just the same. So it's been real. Tune in tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Fitness Friday, right? And this video will be on YouTube, so if you catch the replay, go tag someone who you know absolutely deserves to hear this message. Spread it up. Share it up on your page. Do whatever it is you got to do. And I salute you guys wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.